Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I am back again with another product. And well, before I jump into it, I wanted to talk about one thing that I thought was pretty cool. I'm wearing this hat because the funny thing is simultaneously, I have just recently purchased a brand new Jeep. I'm wearing it proudly right now. But the most important thing, and let me show this product to you, is that I've got this guy. And this guy is the Maxxon Jumpstarter with air compressor. I do have a Jeep Wrangler, and this guy, this Jeep Wrangler, is going to be off road with me, obviously, doing things where I might be in an area where I don't have the capability of jump starting anything or being jump started myself. Maybe I'm by myself. And also, maybe there's an issue where I might have a little bit of a low tire pressure going on. Anybody who's in the Jeep world and understands that when you're going off road, you tend to deflate your tires to get better traction. And then once you get back towards the roads, you reinflate your tires. Now, you may have some other system, but right now I don't. This is going to work for that. So before we get crazy and get into this, I'm going to talk about one thing, and that's going to be this guy right there that says sponsored. So what this means is that the reason why I'm stating this is the fact that the company has sent this to me so I can show you all about it. So let me go ahead and start to show you all about it. This thing right here, it is a jump starter with air compressor up to 1500 peak amps when it's fully charged up. It's compatible with 12-volt lead acid battery vehicle systems, up to 20 jump starts in a single charge. Wow, that's impressive. And it does 150 psi air compressor. I like that. I like the higher volume CFM compressors. 18 watt dual USB output for digital device charging, meaning that you can even charge up your phone. Let's say you got a maybe, or even like your radios that you're out there by yourself and you want to go ahead and get a little bit of juice for your electronic components. And then more so, obviously, right, we're talking about super bright and long range flashlight, basically an all-in-one for the field when you're out and about doing your thing. Now, also they have, like they said, a multiple color options, but let's see what we get that's in this box. This thing is huge. Comes in its own little tray right here. Let's go ahead and get into what's in the box, and we'll talk about everything after I get it all out. Right. And here you get a full bag to hold everything in. See, the thing is I like this. I do have a set of jumper cables that I'll put in the vehicle, but these are pretty darn nice. Yeah, it even tells you if it's ready or if there's an error. So when you're plugging it into the device, you have, let's get us ourselves a little bit more room here. Wow, this thing is big. Let me go ahead and move me up over here so you can see the rest of this. Look at that. Press and hold. Battery's at 73%. I don't know if you can tell. That thing's huge. Let's see what oh my God, that light is bright. I mean, and it's like you can use it to point, right? It's got a spot ability in there. It's not just one of these big bright lights that just kind of covers a large range. Oh, I bet you there's a secondary light. Let me show this to you down here. You got this light out here, but then you got this. I bet you this just, yeah, you got a spot, and then hold on. Let me see if that's true. Wow. So you got a generalized kind of lighting area plus your spotlight. Let's see if you can turn off the spotlight. Yeah. So you got this general lighting area. So if you just need just some light, nothing spot wise. Wow. Sorry guys, I've not had anything quite like this. So, oh, really? Now it looks a little yellowish on my screen, but this is a red flashing light. Again, something you can put out there. You get 72%. Maybe you're in an emergency situation. You're able to call someone. Maybe you get a little bit of signal on the radio, but you're like, hey, we're in the middle of the night. Your car's dead. You don't know how you can get a hold of someone. Now, if your car's dead and you got enough juice, you might be able to jump it. But let's say you're out of gas or whatever, and you need to let someone know, I'm right here. I'm the guy with the red flashing light. You're going to see that for a long, long time. And then there you go. All that is off. Let me see. Okay. 36 PSI, generally speaking, for cars. That's about right. For me, I'd probably change that. This is for motorcycles for about 33 PSIs. Again, they give you general numbers. Like this might be for like my wife's bike, might be more like a 40 PSI, but I'm pretty sure you can set that. A basketball, you see these on a lot of these guys. They're about 8 PSI. And then I don't know what that is at 116 PSI. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to turn it on just for a second, just to see how loud it is. You probably can't hear it. I've got, noise cancellation on there, so hold on. That sounded like it moved some volume. What we have here is what you'll see on a lot of these devices, but I like the length on this. This is a pretty good length. And I'll tell you why. I'll show you why here in a little bit. We'll test this on my Jeep. I've got 35-inch tires on my Jeep. My Jeep sits pretty tall. So if my valve happens to be at the top side of the tire, this thing might be dangling. If any other shorter cable or hose, this thing might be dangling. But the length of this guy, I'm probably pretty sure it's not going to be a situation. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Press it again. Oh wait, let's go to here and then turn it on. Wow. Makes a heck of a noise, but I can tell, man, I mean, with these other pumps, you put that little bit of pressure on there, and wow, this thing moves some volume. I have another one that moved a lot of volume. Guess what? This guy is now replacing it. Now, let's consider moving on. You have around the device. What? Nice. Let me get over here. I didn't bring it out in for you guys to see very well. When we talk about the top side here, you got your valve here, or your outlet for your tire pressure. You have your spot beam flashlight. You have two USB-A connections here. One appears to be different from the other. It's got the blue, which blue usually means like 3.0 or 3.2. This might mean 2.0. So it might have a little bit of a fast charging capability, but then you have USB-C, which again, output input probably is probably what it's based on. Is, input is going to be what it is to charge up, and then output's going to be, input's going to be a little bit more for your fast charging of the battery inside here or whatnot. Oh, okay, there is your connection, and here it is right here for this guy. So this is set up in such a way where you can only put it in one way. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. It locks in. Now, let me flip it over for you so you can take a look. And let's not try and put the positives and negatives together, but look at it. It's ready to go. It's ready to jump. It does fit pretty soundly in there. It has this little flap door here. Again, back to that flashlight, or not that spot, but that general light that I was talking about. You have your bottom and your sides, and it looks like there's a ventilation hole here to allow air to pass through. And then it's got some nice little rubbery feet, so you can set it on your fender or wherever you like to. Comes with a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, and of course your volume fillers, as well as your small little basketball, football needle type filler for this device. So we're going to go ahead and jump over into that. 35-inch tires. All right, now my tires are properly inflated. I'm going to bump them up to 43 though, just to give it a heck of a jump, just to show you this guy can handle it. So first, that was a bit hard to get off for a second. Now, unfortunately, with these style of plates here, it's a little bit hard to get this in, but it will go in. And again, I told you, I love the length of the cable here. So I can plug this in, lock it on, and I've still got plenty of cable. Power it on, 98%. I'm gonna switch on over to the mode. It's at 36. I'm gonna go ahead and set this to 43 because it's at 42.4. Whoa, not 44. Let's go to 43. Yeah. Not much at all. And there it is. Should shut off any second now. And there it goes. Finally at 43 PSI. Nice. Pop it out. Let's double check that PSI real quick. All right. My handy dandy little slime sports gauge. 43 exactly. Exactly 43 PSI. All right.
that works out smoothly. Now we're gonna go ahead and check out the jumper side of the house. So we'll switch over to there. So here we are. We just finished airing up the tires. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off. You don't have to. I just do, just to keep an extra little cable from whacking around when you're trying to get this thing set up. So put that back in your bag, open up your jumper compartment here. These fit in only one way. And I love that I hear it beep, which means now, if you look at that, it's ready to go. So you be careful. Luckily, these are all protected in plastic, so they don't, but if you hit the ground and the positive together, not a good story. So sometimes some people will do this with it, but just don't bite into your cable. Now the battery is way over there. So we're gonna go ahead and walk this over there. If you come over here, separate your cables. Now you have to pop this up on purpose, grab the tab, and I would recommend getting this as close as you can to the battery. Attach this to the battery, and you guys got to get a good grip on there. Pop this over to the negative, and now the jumper box is ready. It's no longer flashing because we are mounted onto the terminals, ready to go. Now if you look over here, right, I told you before, it'll have a red cover. Peel it up, attach it soundly to the red side, to the black side, or the negative. Red is positive usually. Now jump into your car. You have 120 seconds to go jump your vehicle. I don't need to jump my vehicle. This thing is brand new, but I'm just showing you how this would work. So simple enough. As soon as you're done, you go inside, start the car, push the button, start the car, and you are now jumping your vehicle with this jumper box here. So really cool feature. Added to this, not just the fact that it's got a robust pump inside that'll fill up really big tires, but also it's got the capability of jumping your car or a friend's car or a bystander's car. However, you know, in these winter months that we're coming into, it's helpful to have something like this around. Easy enough too. Your whole kit fits in this bag. And what I love is that I have a little hole back here. Good for when I need it.
So guys, I hope that was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time, and I'm out.